She on his desk, thigh all up in there, just, you know, side toothed up all on the bishop. Why is you sitting up on the bishop desk like that? What's up, y'all? Greenleaf, season 2, episode 11, changing season. Let's just jump right onto it. Mae and Grace are having breakfast after she reads, while she's reading the newspaper. It's a big old article made front page. Darius put up there about Grace's story and Uncle Perv. Lady Mae feels some kind of way because all of his past is being brought back up to the news, all those accusations. She didn't want that, but if that's a way for Grace's story to get out there and be told and to make her the martyr that Lady Mae want her to be, then so be it. Sophie runs in and finds out that she didn't get accepted to the little debutante things. She's really heartbroken. And they're like, what the heck? What you mean? Of course, Grace feel like this has something to do, everything to do with me. I'm quite sure they read all these articles and all this stuff before they told her you wouldn't accept it. And Lady Mae like, no, it's got to be a mistake. They did not accept my daughter. My whole family, the whole Greenleaf family has been through this, and they gonna take my granddaughter. I said daughter before, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Mae said she gonna handle it, and Bishop and Grace, they head over to the church. They gonna go over to Triumph. They having a meeting of the pastors. Basie, it's his turn to host the pastors. So while they're there, they're gonna try to figure out what the heck is going on with Basie and Jacob. So Mae tell Marisol, yo, go upstairs, get the little brown box out the little chaperone, bring it on back down to me, and be careful with that. Marisol like, what the heck is in it? She said, oh, a gun, honey. I'm like, what's Lady Mae finna do? Mae got a gun. What you finna do with this gun? What for, Mae? Zora, of course, didn't get into the debutantes either. Okay, so maybe it has something to do with Grace for real. But Clarissa's like, look, we can go do a girls trip instead of spending the money for the doggone fancy ass dress. I take you to NYC. We go see Hamilton. And Zora like, Mama, you said it was gonna be too expensive. She said, yeah, but we ain't got to buy that old expensive dress, so we're gonna do this. Me and you together, take a little girl trip together, right? So Mae takes the gun over to Jacinta, who is the president of the debutante ball or what have you, and basically tries to bribe Sophie's way into the ball. Which at this point she doesn't know that Zora didn't get in, so I'm assuming it's just for Sophie. But she finds out that Sophie and Zora's application was never submitted. She's like, wait a minute, I know I submitted it. Who was on the board? Tasha Skanks, Basie's wife. Okay, so now Lady Mae is like, oh no, we're gonna have to get down to the bottom of this. So Basie coming to the little church meeting. He's so cat daddy, it don't make no sense. I swear he remind me of Malcolm X on the movie X, when he was red and him and Spike Lee was walking down with their zoot suits on. That's how Basie walk in the room every time he walk in the room. So he coming through and like he see Grace and Bishop and Jacob standing together, and he say, oh, Pastor Greenleaf. He steps on around Grace and Bishop, go shake Jacob's hand. He's just like totally disses them. And I was like, this dude is so full of shade. It don't make no sense. Basically one of those characters that you gotta like, I don't even dislike him anymore. It's just, I'd love to see him his character come on screen. He is so charismatically sinister. He found out that Jacob is going to be the guest speaker. And so while Jacob's up there, he's pumping up his church. Hey, pump it up for the real one. Church without walls. And he's giving a very heartfelt speech that is actually touching Bishop. I'm looking at Bishop's face change like, oh, wait a minute, my son is saying something here. So Charity's trying to write a new song, trying to do another gospel explosion type of song, gospel explosion hook, and she stalled. One lady that comes in is talking to her. She's like, "Hey, call up your boy Carlton. You know what would he do in this moment?" So Mae comes in and addresses her. Oh, Tasha. Oh, Tasha. Somebody just called her Keisha Cole. Who was that? Lynette on Random TV Reviews. I think they call her Keisha Cole. Anyway. She comes to her about the application and trying to shut Tasha down. Like, hey, you took it upon yourself to single out my 2 doggone granddaughters. And she's like, I ain't got nothing against Zora and the other one. She don't even know what Sophie's name is. She's like, yeah, but your husband do. He got it out for my whole doggone family. She's like, look here. Well, he got good reason to have it out for your family, but it ain't had nothing to do with me. She said, I never saw the applications. Lady Mae is like, look here, little girl. Better get your lies straight. And you ain't got no respect in your little bones here. So Tasha puts her out. But Lady Mae don't go nowhere. She said, I ain't trying to hear that. She said, I'm going to find them doggone emails, little girl, and you're going to eat your doggone words. And she said, when you do, baby, watch out for the rapture, because it's coming. So apparently, there was a priest that was walking out with Basie when Basie first came into the room, and he was up there giving a story about a little young gay man, 16-year-old boy, who tried to kill himself because he couldn't handle all the stuff that comes with being gay, all criticism, all the ridicule, you know, the non-acceptance, all of that. And he's now suffering from brain damage. I think he tried to kill himself with carbon monoxide. I think that's what they said. And they need to do more than just pray for him. They need to really sit down in front of the congregations and let them know that homophobia is wrong. They got to do something more. So Jacob and Bishop talking to Grace about it, and they like, look, all I can do is offer prayers. And Grace is like, nah, I'm with Skanks. We need to do a little bit more. We need to do more than just pray for him. Something we got to do. So Carlton shows up to talk to Charity, and he's like pissed at how she handled their friendship breaking up. You know, he lost his doggone job at the church. He was told he could still come to church, but I guess they decided not to. I guess I wouldn't either. And she was like, yeah, you know, but I was dealing with a lot. He's like, that's what your friend's supposed to be for me to lean on your friend. She's like, no, I couldn't even talk to you about this. And he's like, what the heck you couldn't talk to me about? So she finally drops the bomb on him about Kevin Care being gay. You know, she was hurting at that, so she was lashing out at the gays, even though the gays was her best fucking friend at the point in time. So afterwards, after the little meeting, Bishop actually gives Jacob a little compliment on his words in his church, and he even invited him to the house for dinner. I was like, what has gotten into the bishop? All right now. So Mae finds the email. She had a little girl, I forgot her name. Mae finds the emails, and she's like, okay, print them out. We're finna get them over there to Tasha. In the meantime, Rochelle is up there in the bishop's office feeding him pineapple upside down cake. Like, what is really going on up here? Not only is he like on this cake, baby, she on his desk, thigh all up in there, just, you know, side toothed up all on the bishop. Why is you sitting up on the bishop desk like that? What is really going on? So Mae come in and like pump the brakes, huh? And he like, Bishop like, babe, you gotta check this cake. You gotta taste this cake. I'm like, come on, Bishop, you is not that oblivious. You ain't that oblivious. And he like, as soon as he said, Rochelle made it. Oh, Rochelle made it, did she? Okay. I see you, boo. I see you. Mae's smart enough to pick up on what's going on, and she lets him know, without any words, or not too many words at all, you crossing the line, Papa. You crossing the line. I see you, though. And she lets her know that, too, for real. That's really what was going on. So Grace calls up Skanks about the little young man. And, you know, Basie be talking the talk. He like a used car salesman, and Grace is in there about to buy up every broken down jalopy he got on the lot. Zora, she all snugged up with her in her bed with old fake ass Miguel. And I'm like, look, girl, no, you did not have a boy up in my motherfucking house, in your room, in your bed, and your parents in the home. You done lost your damn mind. I know that's not what you can do. Miguel trying to get the draws, and Zora ready to give it up. After they figure out whether or not he got condoms and everything, she decided, yeah, let's go and do this. I was like, oh. Charity, like I said, she unloads on Carlton all the emotions that she's been bottling up about Kevin Care being gay, about their divorce, and about their first baby. Oh my God, I forgot that she lost the baby. I totally forgot all that. But Carlton remembers, you know, and they mend their friendship over that, over tears and hugs and everything. And he gonna be there for her. You still was wrong as two left shoes, Charity, in relation to Carlton and the way that your mama fired him. You still was wrong. Mae goes to Tasha with those emails and like, hey, I told you. I sent those dog emails. And Tasha like, I don't care what you said you sent. I know I didn't get them. And she was like, so what you need to do is go and fix that. She said, wait a minute, honey bunny. What you need to do is look at who you sent it to, because it sure wasn't me. We.org. Most churches are ORG, not .com. So she sent it to the wrong place. And Lady Mae like, she couldn't even offer no apology, nothing to the girl. She said, well, what I'm going to do then is call Jacinta. She said, let me tell you, you ain't finna call Jacinta, because I done already talked to her. And she's not too happy about the way that you came at me. And now we know that you didn't even send it to me. Oh, you can't call her. But what you are going to do is not be featured anymore in the magazine that we got going on. I don't know what the magazine was. Your face ain't going to be nowhere around it, Lady Mae. You ain't going to be nowhere up in the mix ever. That's going to be safe forever. That's how she going to be. Mae goes to Bishop afterwards and says, hey, remember your girl Rochelle says she knows Jacinta? Invite her over to dinner. I need her help. I was like, okay. So Dora goes, not Dora. Dora Explorer. I think Lynette and them call her Zora the Weed Explorer too. So Zora goes and tells Sophie how she lost her virginity, the old fake ass Miguel. Sophie's like, oh, what? No, you're supposed to be leaving him alone. She's like, you can't be judging me, girl. You can't be judging me. Zora just, she's too much for me. Anyway, at the dinner, because Jacob gets invited to dinner at the house now. So at dinner, Clarissa blames Gigi for the girls not getting into the debutante thing. And Lady Mae is sitting there not saying nothing, holding her tongue. And they are arguing in front of company, because remember, Rochelle is here at the dinner. So Sophie talks to her little boyfriend on the Skype or whatever that was, and she's like, hey, have you ever thought about having sex? And he's like, oh, no, not me. Why you bring this up? And I'm like, good, stay virgins. V for life. Stay virgins. Let's keep it that way. Mae asked Rochelle, hey, do me a favor. Can you speak to Jacinta on my behalf? You know, during the dinner, she was like questioning her about what happened with the church that she left. And she was like, you know, she was, had stricken with cancer. She didn't think the pastor was there for her. And she knows she done found some good support here at Calvary. So she gonna, yeah. And Lady Mae like, yeah, I'm quite sure the bishop is good for all that support, right? So Grace, at breakfast the next morning, Lady Mae tell Grace, look here, don't beat yourself up about it. It was not your fault. The whole debutante thing was my fault. I sent the emails to the wrong place. She said it's not your fault this time. Grace is looking like, you just gonna say it just wasn't my fault, but okay, thank you. At least you admitted that it wasn't my fault. And Grace feels a bit relieved that Lady Mae contacted Rochelle, and Rochelle's supposed to contact Jacinta, and she's just gonna wait to see what happened. In that moment, Grace runs in. Not Grace. Who runs in? Sophie runs in like, hey, we got in. Me and Zora, we both in. So they're like, oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Rochelle did what she said she's gonna do. Grace say, look, Ma, I appreciate what Rochelle did, but Mae say, girl, I know, but we gonna get to that fight when the fight comes. We gonna get to it. And y'all know what we talking about. We talking about the way that her and the bishop interact, and they too close for comfort, for my liking, for Mae liking, and for Grace liking as well. Okay, so we wrap up the show with Charity belting out a little song I think I heard before. I mean, I don't go to church, but I knew the words of the doggone song. I mean, it was like it was my jam type. I knew the words. So anyway, Jabari sits there with her listening and taking it all in. And she's like, you know, how do you feel about it? And, you know, he on board with it. And all of a sudden, she just lays a big, fat, wet, juicy one on him. I'm like, well, shit, okay, damn. All right, girl. That is season 2, episode 11. That's how that went off, with her just laying that big wet kiss on Jabari, and then they looking at each other crazy. This is called the changing season, because things about to change around here in Greenleaf, according to Lady Mae. We still ain't heard from Kevin Kev. We still ain't heard from Mavis. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move right on along to episode 12, y'all. Moving right on along to episode 12. I will get episode 13 up by itself. Possibly tomorrow. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. This is Greenleaf, season 2, episode 12. Is this season 2? I'm so off on what season this is. This is episode 12, House Rules. So, Skanks is at the pulpit giving his first sermon about homophobia. He gives out a few scriptures and check the congregation on their behavior and their sins. He's like, look, y'all still eating pork. You know what the Bible say about that. You still lusting after your neighbor. You know what the Bible saying about that. The church like, amen, pastor, you sure right. But when he says we're going to open our doors and welcome all the homosexuals, the gay brothers and the sisters, they get quiet as a little church mouse. Darius is at the back, writing a piece. He sinking it all in, gathering everything he's saying. Basically throw out some stuff about what Calvary done did over there and what we gonna do over here. And he said we're gonna let the Lord judge. We ain't gonna be the ones in judgment here. So Skanks say, you know what? We keep saying God loves everybody. But that's like saying that all lives matter. Let us be specific with our words. God loves gays. Test me if you want to on that. Test me. So Darius makes sure he puts Skanks on the front page, baby. In the article, he calls out Calvary, and Mae Bishop is like, look, we need to bring Skanks down. He need to leave our name out of his doggone mouth. Leave our church out of his mouth. But since he didn't, we need to take him down. So Clarissa goes in on Jacob about the house issues. They lights still flickering off and on. Remember they said that when they first moved in there, they had wiring problems, and they still ain't got that stuff fixed. So she's like, look, we got house issues. We own a piece of vacant land and we can't do nothing with it. You keeping Skanks secrets. Like, I'm tired of all that. Clarissa tell him, look, it's time for you to get a J-O-B, homeboy. I mean, since you don't want to use the GoFundMe money, you need to get a job. I'm working. You need to be working too. That's all I'm saying. So this Jacob is like, I do got a job. Preaching the word. No, that's not a job for you right now, brother. Even Jesus was a carpenter. Get yourself a job. So Bishop walks in on Basie getting a shakedown for some of his debts, and Bishop is like, look here, you keep your crooked butt away from my family and my church. You already try to bring me down. You try to get at my son. I don't know what kind of voodoo maggots you working on my daughter, but look, that's one right there. I will fight for her. So he tell him, tread lightly, youngster. So Mae say, look, I think it's a lot more to the Basie and Jacob story than we know, and we need to find out what's really going on. So let's go on over to Jacob's house and have a little dinner with them, and find out what's really up. So Rochelle calls up the bishop, and he's like, no, I'll call her back. She's like, no, you take that call, you take that recall. And I'm like, why is Mae pushing Rochelle towards Bishop? Like, what is going on? What's your angle with her? This can't be all over the debutante thing. Really? You finna sell off your husband just so you can get your granddaughters in the debutante thing? So I'm like, you better watch out, Rochelle. She just became a member. You better watch out for her. So Grace go through Kevin Kev's files because, she's the new outreach minister, and that's what Kevin Kev's job used to be. And she learned that he was in the Pray the Gay Away meetings. And it says to the bishop, this is more of a reason that we need to be on board. Like, they out here trying to pump in some doggone medicine and make you throw your gay up, or make you throw up your gay. Lord Jesus, I can't even talk right now. So, Bishop is like, look, I'm not going to push the agenda because I'm not even sure if it's right for this church and this congregation. So when God put it on my heart, then I'll move. But until then, I'm going to be patient and wait. And she was like, being patient is not standing still. Being patient is actually guiding people to where you need them to be and letting them wait on the Lord, something like that. And when they got done with it, they left without resolution. Bishop was like, look, I'm just going to pray about it. That's all I can give you. So Mae learns from Jacinta that Rochelle did not leave the church because of cancer. Apparently, she was a cancer to the church. And I'm assuming what she meant by that was that she was sleeping with the pastor. Because she was like, they always put the blame on the women. But, sometimes these men need to take the blame. But, you ain't heard that from me type of stuff. The church got all the good gossip. So Jacob walks in on Zora and fake ass Miguel about to get busy with Miguel, but they hadn't saw that right now, and they saw they doing a smooching. But Jacob goes in on Miguel. He pretty much threatened the little boy, said, don't you ever come into my house again, knowing my rules. Laying up in her room with her door closed, knowing my rules and not showing respect for her parents in this household. Or you ain't gonna never come back here again. But then he don't check his little fast ass daughter. He said, and you know better. And walked away. What the? No, check her. Check her. She know better. She the one let him up in the house. She the one let him in the room. Come on now. I wasn't here for that. So anyway, Mae and Bishop goes to dinner. And of course, Clarissa wants to learn if Bishop was working. She want to push this job agenda on Jacob. And Jacob is steadfast on not revealing on what's going on with the house of Basie. Clarissa gonna break though. Watch you tell me. So Grace later tells Darius like she's babysitting for charity, so their dinner plans, have to be changed just slightly. And even though he agreed, it seemed like he had something to say. Like he had something on his heart that he wanted to say. So Charity and Jabari go on their date. We didn't get to see the date. I guess it wasn't worth us seeing. But she's dropping him back off at the hotel. And they seem like they had a good but awkward time. Charity was kind of hoping that he invited her up, or at least give her a little kiss. He gave her a little peck on the cheek. And she was like, really? That's it? Grace, while she's babysitting, goes home and asks Darius about the story. And she feels slighted because he interviewed Carson but didn't interview her daddy. And he like, look, her, maybe we shouldn't just be together. Why is this dude's answer to everything is maybe we shouldn't be together? Maybe y'all shouldn't be together, because that's all he knows is maybe we shouldn't be together. So don't be together. Grace looking confused. I'm confused too. Like, what is your issue this time? They gave some little tidbits on he think Grace always pulling away and she think he always pulling away, but their reasoning just didn't make not a bit of sense to me. Okay, so Clarissa goes behind Jacob's back in front of his face to the bishop to try to get things done with the house and the wiring. And Jacob's like, wait a minute, hold up, no, what is going on? We already talked about this earlier today. Good night, mom and pops, thank you. And when they leave out, he's like, what the heck was that about? And she's like, look, I'm just doing what you should be doing. But especially since you ain't got no doggone job. And Jake was like, look, her, when I was out creeping on you, you used to talk to me this kind of way, in this manner. And I used to allow you to do so because I was out here doing wrong and doing bad. But now that I am walking with the light of God, you ain't gonna just talk to me any kind of way. You better see my light and respect the woman, watch my shine. And that's it. I said what I said. So what you need to be doing is checking on your daughter instead of checking on me. And she out here being fast in the tail. That's what she doing. So Zora, she calls up Miguel after they little debutante thing. We didn't get to see the debutante ball either. She calls up Miguel and he mad as fish grease that she wouldn't answer her phone. She's like, yeah, they took our phones away. Oh, there was a practice dinner, so we didn't get to see the whole thing, but there was a practice dinner, so that's why we didn't get to see it. And she was like, you know, I miss you. Crickets. He didn't say nothing. He didn't respond. And she said, well, how was your day? And I don't know what he said, but I know he hung up on her. I was like, boy, if you don't get the hell on. So Darius and Grace's relationship, I don't understand. He called her up and was like, hey, let me come down and talk to you. She runs out there and hugs him up. And they sitting out there talking, and he's going on to saying, okay, I'm going to tell you why I left the church. And then he goes on to talk about his wife and how she was in a car accident and she died. I still don't understand how that relates to why he left the church. I don't know if she was coming from church, going to church, or I don't know what it was, but that don't explain to me why he left the church. And really, his whole conversation has no bearing to me on why the heck he's so wishy-washy and always saying, you know, maybe we shouldn't be together. Maybe we shouldn't be together. But they shouldn't be together. I'm just, you know, maybe I should, whatever. So anyway, Clarissa goes behind Jacob's back. Oh, it's a gnat in here. He gonna die. He gonna die. Y'all probably see him flying across the spring a little faster. So Clarissa goes behind Jacob's back. I told y'all she's gonna do this. And tell Bishop and Lady Mae all the dirt on little Basie Skanks. All his money issues and everything. She let it all out. And Bishop was like, hey, you got proof about that? She's like, yeah, I can get that to you. I know somebody got it. Who she talking about? Tasha. Because Tasha did kind of unload on her. So, but I knew it. I knew she was going to tell. And spill all the beans. And this is not going to be good for Clarissa. Now, I ain't never really liked Clarissa much. Ever since after the cheating scandal, she been kind of like the docile little wife. She ain't been like in your face person that she was. And I didn't like that about her either, that she had brought herself down. But this sneaker connive and go behind my husband. Yes, Clarissa, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. You know, I don't like to break up relationships, but I don't like Jacob with Clarissa. I just don't. Anyway. So, this is all the ammo that Bishop and Lady Mae needed against Basie Skanks. They about to try to tear him apart, baby. The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. That is episode 12, y'all. Episode 12, House Rules. I will be giving y'all episode 13 within the next 24 hours. Watching 4 doggone episodes of Greenleaf back to back, baby. That was tiring. Thank y'all for coming back. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I appreciate you being patient on this channel with me. Peace.